For generations, owning a home has been a cornerstone of the American dream. But rising home prices, borrowing costs, and home expenses have made buying a home increasingly difficult for many Americans. 45% of Americans who did not own a home said homeownership felt completely out of reach, according to a 2026 survey. As a result, more Americans are embracing renting as an attractive, long-term housing option, rather than simply an alternative to homeownership. A growing share of Americans say their reason for renting is because it's more convenient, less financially risky, and cheaper than owning a home. Even millionaire renters with enough money to buy a home outright have been on the rise.
I bought my first house when I was 23 years old. I have bought and sold houses throughout my entire life, but always because I thought that that's what I was supposed to do. I never really thought I had a choice. When I reached 40, finally, I realized that I could stop and ask myself, is this what I want? Renting made so much more sense. It was stress-free, it was peaceful, and that's what we decided to do.
In May 2026, the national median asking rent was 1.5% lower than a year earlier, extending a 34-month streak of year-over-year rent declines.
The current home that we live at, our townhouse, costs about $2,900 a month. To own a townhouse like ours here in Swampscott will probably cost anywhere between $500,000 to $700,000 depending on where you're looking, which probably come around, I don't know, the $3,500 a month. And then if you're looking at something like this closer into the Boston area, a townhouse like this, close to $1 million for sure.
At the same time, owning a home costs more than just the mortgage. Consider the cost of repairs. From 2022 to 2024, structural repair costs rose more than 14%, while some repairs, such as plumbing work, became nearly 24% more expensive. Homeowners insurance has also soared in recent years, jumping by an average of $648, or 24% per year between 2021 and 2024.
I've owned 4 different homes before, and always there's that intense stress and pressure of what could happen and can we handle what is going to happen. Renting, way more predictable. If anything breaks, I just call someone and it's not my responsibility, it's theirs. Makes managing our finances way more manageable.
As costs of buying and owning a home continue to rise, some experts say the financial advantages that once made homeownership an obvious path to wealth are behind us. Meanwhile, renting can provide flexibility that homeownership often lacks. In a recent survey, 38% of renters cited the freedom to move or change plans as a key benefit of renting. That flexibility resonates even more with younger generations, with 47% of Gen Z saying flexible lease options make renting worthwhile long-term.
Years and years from now, once my daughter finishes high school and we're ready for the next phase in our life, maybe owning will make sense. But I kind of like the idea of being bi-coastal and renting a place in the East Coast and renting a place in the West Coast and just bouncing around whenever we feel like it. So I don't know, we'll see.
That doesn't mean Americans have entirely given up on homeownership. Surveys consistently show that most Americans still hope to own a home one day. But with more rental options than ever, from luxury urban apartments to single-family homes with backyards, some Americans no longer see renting as a temporary stop on the path to homeownership. Instead, they're embracing it as a long-term lifestyle choice that reflects a broader shift in the American dream, one where flexibility, mobility, and financial freedom matter as much as owning a home.